Put some respect on it.
Bitch, I'm on my mama's side.
When you say my name, put some respect on it. I ain't playing with y'all. Put some respect on it. And I ain't gonna say it. And I ain't gonna say it no more. Listen, now I could have pulled up, put some respect on it, but that ain't.
What's going on, YouTube? What's going on? It's your boy Aaron Wilds Out TV coming to you guys with another video. Oh, you miss me? Oh, I feel so loved. So before we get into this video, you guys, I want y'all to like, comment, and subscribe. Okay. Hit that notification bell to be notified whenever I go live and upload a new video. Okay. And also, if you want to donate to the channel, y'all can definitely donate by way of Cash App, which will be at the bottom scrolling on your screen. And also, if you don't have Cash App, you can definitely support this channel by way of Super Chat, Super Thanks, and Super Stickers. All is appreciated, and I thank you, thank you, thank you. And I live for each and every one of y'all. Seriously, down boots. All right, let's get into a disclaimer. This video is just for entertainment purposes. Everything said in this video does not mean to hurt anyone. Enjoy. And if your feelings are hurt, sorry, not sorry. Oh, okay. Boom. So let's get into this video, y'all. Let me move this banner out of my face. So we are here to talk about the teacher, the teacher who's on TikTok, whose video is going viral everywhere, y'all. Okay. And it's this great debate on social media. Like, many people feel like it's inappropriate, and others feel like that it's got totally taking this out of proportion. I think many people are trying to sexualize um uh a teacher between the interaction between the teacher and the students, trying to sexualize it. Um it's all par for the course, and it's this conversation. It sparked up a conversation on social media. But listen, let's look at the original video, and then we're going to get into the reaction of the video, and then we're going to get into his response to the people that had a lot of nasty things to say and have a lot of some pushback for the video. So we're gonna get into that, and then I'm gonna give my opinion, and then y'all just sign up on the comments. But first things first, let's get into this to the video. Let's watch it together. Let me share my screen real quick. Yes, honey. Okay. All right.
Let's go ahead and stir the pot a little, shall we? Last Friday, 10 minutes before dismissal time, I decided to live stream my students helping me take my hair out. There was quite the discourse in the chat, which had people saying this was inappropriate and other people saying this was completely fine. There was nothing wrong with what I was doing, and people were just making it weird. So, of course, I had to bring this issue to the big stage. I would like to represent myself in this case, Your Honor, if I may. Number one, for a little context, I had a hair appointment immediately after school, and I needed my hair taken out beforehand. I would have taken it out the night before, but that Friday we had a camera crew coming in to shoot a promotional video, and I was one of the ones being interviewed. So I had to look presentable, so I didn't take my hair out. I didn't have the time to do it all myself because it would have taken me forever. So naturally, I asked about 4 or 5 of my over 100 best friends to assist me in taking my hair out, and they all agreed. Number two, this was at the end of class. This week, let's go ahead and stir the pot a little, shall
So let's get back into it. There's many commenters that let's get into some comments about the video. There's a lot of people who comment on it. This commenter says, I think a bond between an educator and their students can be a wonderful thing. However, I believe boundaries are necessary and there are plenty of team building exercises or games that can establish this and doesn't require touching beyond a high five or a church hug. All right, let's go on to the next one. This is a former teacher. This commenter says, as a former teacher, it's not that serious. This teacher clearly has built strong and trusting relationships with his students. Everything isn't a red flag for something more sinister. Okay, let's go on to the next one. Next commenter says he's not chilling with his little siblings, cousins. He's at work. It's bad enough he's doing this on work time, but young girls can be impressionable, and this is somewhat intimate and way too personal. If a student started doing another student's hair in class, would that be okay? If a student started doing another student's hair in class, would that be okay? I think that would be because they're both students, correct? All right. Uh let's go on to the next one. This commenter says, I work with kids and they stay asking for us to do their hair or vice versa. Vice versa, not versus. Personally, I wouldn't have recorded slash posted, but I don't see anything wrong with it. He's just trying to connect. I bet now these kids tell him stuff they wouldn't even tell their parents. Okay. Let's go to the next one. As a former male teacher with long hair, this is, I don't want to say weird, but it's uncomfortable. I get what he's trying to say, but it's not appropriate for school. If they were helping clean his classroom or something like that, then okay. But young people that close irks me. All right, it irks you. It's more about perception than anything else. I get having a connection with his students, but this is not something I let my kids do at school. No issues with him personally, but professionally, regardless of gender, it's just uncomfortable because of the environment. Gotta have boundaries. Okay, I love that. Somebody else says, nah, as a black man, we are held to a higher standard. Is it right? Shrug shoulders. Should it still be upheld? Absolutely. Not a parent or tear her just what? I don't know what that they're saying right there. Or just an uncle. If one of them was my niece, nah, not instant inappropriate, but this is why they mean by slippery slope. I couldn't understand a lick. Okay. Uh, and we have more where that came from. Some commenter says this ain't nothing but folks over sexualizing something that is innocent. Some just be doing too much. Um, Another one says inappropriate. Why is this even a debate? This crosses too many professional boundaries. Everything for the gram, but actually teaching. Okay, all right. So we're gonna get off of that, and then so this was Instagram. Let's go on to Twitter because there is another and also surprising development that I was shocked and I was glad I retweeted it so we can get into it. Let's go to Twitter, y'all. So, Twitter, somebody posed a correct question. Black parents tap in. Would you be okay with your daughter unbraiding her teacher's hair? Is this appropriate? So many people sound off in responding to this question. Shout out to my girl Hershey LaCour, my girl from Chasing LA. Hershey LaCour said, I find it interesting that it's some teachers on here tearing our children apart, making fun of them and dragging them from left to right. Fully agree with no argument. But turn around and question the teacher that have a clear bond with their students. Okay. Another commenter responded and said, had their own opinion. It said, Black people so effing dumb, yo. No, it's not okay. Clearly. Okay. Another commenter responded to the original post posing question. If he has that report with them, then that's awesome. He's probably their favorite teacher. However, as innocent as this video may seem, it could cost him his job. Social media is not a safe space, and everything doesn't need to be posted. I wish him the best. Okay. Another commenter comment. I think people have to realize just because it's not sexual, it can still be inappropriate. Mm-hmm. Another person comments, why didn't he ask the boys to help him? The optics of this are reinforcing servitude. Hopefully, I got that word right. Servitude. And young girls, like, why are you using young girls' labor to do something that would probably take you 45 minutes at home? Your stylist would have taken your hair down. This is inappropriate. Your stylist would have taken your hair down. This is inappropriate. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. Some more. I think we need to just go back to boundaries of teachers and students. Okay. Another one goes on. I know he's sick because he uploaded this thinking it would get reposted on a wholesome Black content page, but instead became the subject of hypo girl. This word, y'all. Scenarios in discourse. Listen, sometimes you just gotta tap out yourself. Some other commenter, and this one really took me. I'm watching this and didn't even realize that's my little sister in the background. She said that he's her favorite teacher, and today they were all forced to write statements, and he may get fired. Wow. And this is plain in sight, y'all. They said kids was robbed of yet another positive relationship because of weirdos on the internet. Another one comment, he is live streaming in the classroom with unblurred minors, students' faces showing while they groom him during class without principal or parent approval, and they went viral. He seems like a sweetheart, but he didn't think this through when he posted this for the entire internet, and it goes on and on and on and on and on. So let's get into his response. Okay, let's get into his response. Give me 1 second, y'all. Give me 1 second. Let's get into it. All right. Oh, first of all, I don't know why I stopped sharing the video, girl. Okay. There we go. And so the next video is him responding to the backlash he has been receiving for the video of his students taking down his hair. So let's get into that.
Some people start off with this gentleman right here. You're letting your daughters play in a grown man's head. God forbid I had kids, but if I had a daughter with a teacher like myself, with a good heart, good spirit, sound mind, no, I would not mind if they took his hair out. That's what little girls like to do. They like to do hair and do nails and makeup. I have 5 little sisters. You bet your I done had a wig on my head before, had a whole lace front. I done got my nails painted, eyebrows done. Bro, this is what they do. As a father, I would even let my daughter do those things. Like if she wanted to paint my nails pink or freaking put a wig on me or do my hair or put makeup on me, I'm going to do every single one of those things. You know why? Because I'm secure in my masculinity. That's one thing that I think is stumping a lot of guys, a lot of grown men today, is they are not secure with themselves and they project their own insecurities onto others. Everything doesn't have to be weird. This question, read this. You let in your daughter. It's even the way. Yeah, let's go ahead and start. Daughters play in a grown man's head. Do you see how you're already trying to spin that? That's very telling of what you have going on upstairs. We as a people have to abandon this idea of, sexual intimacy being tied with getting your hair done. People have this view because typically you're intimate in a sexual manner with someone who does your hair. Clearing some.
Wait, hold on. First of all, I did not play that video did not play all the way, so let me do that over.
People start off with this gentleman right here. You're letting your daughters play in a grown man's head. God forbid I had kids, but if I had a daughter with a teacher like myself, with a good heart, good spirit, sound mind, no, I would not mind if they took his hair out. That's what little girls like to do. They like to do hair and do nails and makeup. I have 5 little sisters. You bet your I done had a wig on my head before, had a whole lace front. I done got my nails painted, eyebrows done. Bro, this is what they do. As a father, I would even let my daughter do those things. Like if she wanted to paint my nails pink or freaking put a wig on me or do my hair or put makeup on me, I'm going to do every single one of those things. You know why? Because I'm secure in my masculinity. That's one thing that I think is stumping a lot of guys, a lot of grown men today, is they are not secure with themselves and they project their own insecurities on. It doesn't have to be weird. It's even the way. Yeah, let's go ahead and start clearing some people. Start off with this gentleman right here. Automatically, this whole hair video is going to cause some people to be like, oh, where's that? That's weird. But again, it's very telling of your own state of mind. For you to watch a video like that, literally had the camera set up, protect myself, protect my students. Y'all can see there's nothing suggestive going on. It's like family, it's like community, as people were saying in the chat. This is simply a wholesome, innocent, community-oriented activity. As people mentioned, hair is very important in Black culture. We connect and we bond through our hair. This question, read this. You letting your daughters play in a grown man's head. Do you see how you're already trying to spin that? That's
Okay. All right, let me get back. Um all right, so as I just played, that was his response. Um so first of all, I want to this is what I think about his response. Respect, sir. I don't know his name, but TikTok teacher, um, that response gets a baby. Yeah. You didn't really like, I think, okay, so how I want to go about this. I don't think you quite understood what the gentleman was even referring to. I don't, first of all, I don't think the man that you're responding to is talking about anything sexual. Honestly, I don't think it was a masculinity, feminine, or something sexual. I don't think he was he was referring to something sexual. He was referring to basically what he said. Basically, what he wrote is you letting your daughter play in another grown man's head. So, what you uploaded can be put back on you. So, sir, if you had a child, you had a daughter, would you be okay if your daughter was playing in another grown man's head at school while she should be learning and getting ready for the outside world? To I'm not getting, I'm not understanding your response. I think his response is kind of blurred right now because of how many people probably think it's sexualized. It's something sexual when it's really quite simple. It's really about a clear respect between teacher and students and boundary setting boundaries. It's not appropriate for a teacher and or students no to have your students play in your head. And like some of the commenters said, unless principal or parent, give the okay, then no, I don't want my daughter playing in another grown man's head. First of all, how do we know you don't got a ringworm in your head? Baby, that's COVID 6 feet, 6 feet. What how how do the principal know that you don't have a ringworm or lice or any other hair disease or something effective in your head that can be transferred onto the young girls? How do we know that? Honestly, it's plain simple. I do feel, even though the video was wholesome and it's a clear bond between a teacher and a student. In my opinion, when I was in school, I didn't play with the teachers like that. The teachers wasn't having it either. Plus, in retrospect, some of the teachers in my school when I was in school was older. We couldn't play with these old teachers like that. Even with the younger ones who were clearly like in their 30s, probably in their 30s, probably late 20s, early 30s. Even the ones who are in their late 40s. any way you spend it is definitely inappropriate. I would not want my daughter putting her hands in another grown man's head. You don't know where that man's head has been. You don't know if that man have a chemical disease in his head. You don't know what is in that man's head. And sir, if you had a daughter, you wouldn't want your daughter putting her hands in anybody else's head, especially a man. It don't have to be sexual. It don't have to be. It don't have to be innocent, wholesome, or anything like that. It's definitely inappropriate. I do not live for that. First of all, y'all, my internet connection is abysmal, child. But anyway, as I was saying, as I was saying, at the end of the day, respect. It does need to be a clear division, a clear respect and boundary between a teacher and a student. No kid should be playing in another grown person's head. If that person is not your father, your mother, your uncle, your auntie, your cousin, your brother, or one of your friends, okay? But a teacher who, first of all, you're like they said, you are on you on the clock in a professional environment. No child should be playing in your head, sir. Okay? You clearly missed the memo. And like one commenter said, you may get fired. You didn't think this through. You uploaded it. You thought it was going to be something else. You thought it was going to be peaches and creams, and then it winded up being something else. And you gagging right now. I hope you don't lose your job over this, but lesson learned. You'll be better. You'll know better the next time. So, yeah, that's how I feel, y'all. What are I want to know for the people that's going to comment on this video, what are y'all okay with this? And I pose the question to y'all. Would you be okay with your daughter unbraiding her teacher's hair? Is this appropriate? And let me also say this, and let me put on to this. Rather it was a guy, a girl, young men, young girl, doesn't matter. No child who don't have the approval from the principal or their parents to be putting their hands in another grown man's head is unexcusable. It's wrong. No matter how you slice it. But I pose the question to y'all again. Would you be okay with your daughter unbraiding your teacher's hair? Is that appropriate? And are y'all okay with that? Put it down in the comments. I would love to read your comments. Sound off, y'all. Sound off. And yeah, we are out. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Share this video. Click the notification bell to be notified whenever I go live or upload a video. Follow all of my social media in the description below. And get your memberships. That part. No, that's the wrong one. Yes. Later, y'all. Bye.